Do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions in your weight loss journey and not in a good way? Like nothing is going your way, nothing tastes good, nothing looks good, and your workouts that you've enjoyed the past couple weeks are just lacking effort now. Then you need a reset like I just did this past weekend. And now I am a firm believer in just taking a 30-second timeout, a pause, and resetting. Because now I'm feeling so refreshed after my beach weekend reset. If you're new here, I'm Jen, and I've been on a weight loss journey for approximately 14 months, and I'm down maybe 84 pounds, but I have not stepped on the scale for, a little over a week now because I needed a break, hence the reset I just did this past weekend. And if you watched my last video, you would understand why this is needed. If you have not, definitely go and check that one out. But I knew I was on the cusp of hitting my first major breaking point while, on my weight loss journey. And I also missed some very important clues. So this weekend I said, stop everything, drive to the beach, relax, decompress. Don't worry about, what you're eating, how many calories you've burned while working out, just chill. My ultimate itinerary for this reset was retail therapy, just some fresh air walks, skincare, and work on my sleep. That was it. It was nothing crazy. And so packed up the car, left Thursday afternoon once all my meetings were over, grabbed Rosie, put her in her car seat, and then I just got in the car and I took my time because I knew there was going to be a chance for traffic and it could take me a tad longer just because if you live anywhere around Baltimore and have to get on 95, you would understand that statement. There's so much volume and lane closures from construction, but I actually made decent time. I played some good music. I had Dua Lipa's new album on, and then there's a radio station in the Delmarva region that literally plays music from the 70s to today. There's just so much variety. It's like, I call it the song roulette. You never know what you're going to hear. And then Paula Abdul's Hush Hush came on. And I'm laughing just saying it because I was laughing in the car because I haven't heard that song in ages. Got to the beach, unloaded my car, quickly threw things, in their drawers, and I made my bed. I have to say I'm very blessed to have access year-round to a beach condo that has been in my family since, the day I was born. It's like they knew this baby is going to need the sand, the boardwalk, and the ocean. I was raised on the beaches of Jersey Shore and Delaware. It is my happy place. And as soon as I opened those curtains, I could see the ocean. I just felt at ease. I could care less what the weather is like. I just love to hear the sound of the ocean, the waves crashing, and it just something about it makes me feel at home. But before settling in, I had to take Rosie for her little beach stroll. And this time of year, technically, dogs are not permitted on the boardwalk or beach, but there really is no one around. And my pup loves the beach and the boardwalk just like I do. Then it was time for me to start thinking about dinner. I was getting a little hungry and I was craving Chinese food. And there's a restaurant there called Confucius that has never done me wrong. Now it's a tad pricey, but I think the quality is top notch. And, I got some chicken fried rice and it was amazing. And then I settled in, watched the roast of Tom Brady on Netflix. And some of those comedians really brought it. Definitely had me laughing a couple times. And then I did my skincare routine and called it a night. And let me tell you, I woke up Friday morning feeling like a whole new person. I didn't get up once to pee or toss and turn for a couple hours. I legit crashed and probably got a solid 8 hours of sleep. When, you actually get a good night of sleep, you really understand why sleep is so important. That's such a stupid statement, but it is. I could just feel different from the moment I got up. My true reset weekend really didn't start until later that afternoon, but I had a couple things I had to finish up for work, and then I logged out, and it was just a really crappy day last Friday. It was very windy, off and on rain, but that didn't stop me. I ran out to the outlets to do some shopping, and even though I was a tad disappointed, I did find a couple cute tops at Vineyard Vines. Their entire store was 40% off, and I had a coupon for an extra 20% off because this girl loves to look for coupons. And I'm also a sucker for quarter zips like the one I'm wearing now. Then it was, back to the condo to sit on the couch, wrapped up in my blanket with my dog and just stare at the ocean. Do nothing. But on my way back, I made a pit stop to grab my favorite coffee smoothie from Rise Up. I had a free drink coin from Christmas, and I got the largest that they offered, even though I know I could only drink half. And it's decaf because this girl doesn't do well on caffeine. I'm a decaf girl, and the size of that smoothie was absurd. Like, I'm not judging. Okay, maybe I'm judging a little. Like, who can drink all of that? It was massive. It must have weighed like 5 pounds. Now I'm also exaggerating, but it was heavy. I usually struggle drinking a medium, and here I got an extra large. And, up to that point, I've just had my same breakfasts and lunches, that I was eating all along this journey, but I just really wanted to focus on dinners. And I already knew what I was going to have that night. And I can eat their fajitas every night of the week, but I'd probably be broke. Mariachi's is my go-to spot every time I'm at the beach. I love it. And I've tried a couple of their other items, but my go-to is their fajitas. They're just legendary to me. I went with the seafood fajitas. It had scallops and shrimp, and what wasn't shown in the picture I just showed you was the extra guac, because they have the best guacamole. I can eat an entire cup of it and still want more. I'm obsessed with it. I ate it all, did not feel guilty, nor did I try to figure out how many calories was in it, because just from walking Rosie and shopping, I was well over 15,000 steps. So I had some room for some extra calories, and it was a reset weekend. I wanted to eat what I wanted, and I love fajitas, and I actually make some killer sheet pan fajitas at home, and maybe I'll do a video on making those, but now I want some more chicken fajitas. I'm gonna have to make some this week. But then, it was back to the couch, and this time I just caught up on some YouTubers I follow. I wanted to see, what their latest postings was, and then I crashed early, and to my surprise, I had another amazing night of sleep. I woke up ready to take on the world. I want this feeling every day, and I really need to get serious about my sleep. I need to figure out, why my sleep instantly improved when I got there. Was it the sound of the ocean? Maybe I need to turn on some ocean sounds at night at my place and see if that helps. I noticed the day before they were putting up volleyball nets, which was fun to watch in the wind. But they were popping up all along the beach, and I was like, oh, there must be a beach volleyball tournament this weekend. But, I got Rosie out for her beach stroll, and then I went for another nice walk on the boardwalk and around the lake, and it was so nice and peaceful out. The weather was perfect on Saturday there. There was no wind, a little chill in the air, and I just knew, during that walk, I was going to have a good day. I even stopped for a couple minutes. I sat down on a bench, and I looked out at the lake and thought about, when I started my weight loss journey and what I've really accomplished, over the past couple of months to get me to where I am right now at this point. I really needed that moment of reflection, and I need to do that more. I need to remember, where I started and where I'm going. There's a reason I got this bracelet. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It says manifest, because when I started, I visualized where I wanted to be in a year from now. And, I just don't want to forget that. And I don't know if you've ever heard this company called Little Words Project. I say go check them out. I'll link their site below. I gave so many of my friends and colleagues one. I got a couple myself, as you could see, just around the holidays. And I just sent one to my aunt who was, recently diagnosed with breast cancer. They're just wearable affirmations that remind us of our worth and just get us through the good and the bad times together. And I just love their messaging and the joy in someone's face when you give them one. And how they just want to instantly pay it forward and think of somebody else or a message they want to give to one of their friends or family members. I say definitely check them out if you've never heard of them. They sell them now, everywhere, like Targets as well. But anyway, I got back to the condo and some of the volleyball matches started. So I got Rosie, we got on the balcony, and we literally watched them play volleyball for like 2 hours. I wish I had a video of her. She was watching so intently, and at times I could see her watching the ball going back and forth, just following it. And she just had a big smile on her face, and it was just absolutely adorable. But I didn't want to stay out there too long because I also knew I wanted to do some shopping on the avenue and just wanted to take advantage of the nice weather. I hit up my favorite spa just to pick up some more skincare products, and I got this exfoliant that smells exactly as labeled. It's called Birthday Cake. I've bought the brown sugar before and it smelled amazing, but this one might be my all-time new fave. I used it again this morning and I was just like sitting there sniffing it, and it just smelled so good. And I also thanked them while I was in the spa for recommending a product that I just use religiously to help, create hair growth and keep my scalp clean and hydrated. My owner was using the product after having a baby and, was just very happy with the results. And I thought, let me give it a try, because with Mounjaro, it does affect your hormones, and losing weight, can result in hair loss. So why not? Plus, I love their shampoo and their conditioner and their hairspray and their volumizer foam and just it all. And now their scalp scrub I'm loving. I'm just a sucker for clean products, and Innersense Organics has been my go-to hair care product for years. I may have to pick up another one of their hair renew sets next month when I'm back at the beach. I just love it. And like I keep saying, I'm just obsessed with it. I also grabbed a new pair of On Cloud 5 sneakers and running shorts called Brooks Chasers 5. I have them in every color, but I needed to size down because I was walking in them last week and I had to hold them up halfway through. It was annoying, but also it was a reminder of just how far I've come on my weight loss journey, 84-ish pounds down. I started in those shorts in an XXL, then XL, and now I'm a large. And I love them. They're so light and comfortable. They're my go-to everyday shorts, and those sneakers are my everyday walking sneakers, or if I'm running errands. I always say, if you find something you love, just go out and buy it in every color, right? I mean, that sounds right, yeah. And there's just so many cute shops to walk around, and I could just buy everything. It was just so nice. It wasn't crazy busy like it can get in the summer, and I just took advantage and went to pretty much all the shops just to look around. But this takes the cake. So many people were stopping to read it, and it's a good one. And maybe it's not appropriate, but it was funny. And I have to hand it to people that think of these sayings and then make really cute products for sale. But after a couple hours of shopping, I was ready to head back and just get back to my spot on that couch. But while I was out, I grabbed an early dinner to bring back, and it wasn't the healthiest, but it was exactly what I wanted. And I had a gift card, so it was free. I love a place called Go Fish, and I usually get their Caesar salad and steamed shrimp, but instead I got an order of their chicken with the Caesar salad. And yes, it's kind of more of a fried battered chicken, but I got their lunch portion. It was exactly what I wanted, and it was delish. And then that night I did a skincare mask and called it an early night again. I was ready to see what it was like to do 3 nights of just have 3 nights of proper sleep. And let me tell you, I don't want to go back to 2 to 4 hours of sleep at night. Like I said before, I am ready to take sleep seriously. The positive impact it had on just how I felt in the morning, but throughout the day as well, is something I need and I crave. And maybe it's the combination of the magnesium powder that I've started taking, a week or 2 ago, or the calming sounds of the ocean, or the fact that I just turned off my brain and tried to relax. Whatever it was, I need to bottle it up and bring it back here. But I got up Sunday and it was just time to pack up and clean before heading out. But this weekend was exactly what I needed. And I think I'm ready to build in a weekend reset maybe every month. Maybe not at the beach each time, but I just want to do more than just a self-care Sunday. I realized that in order for me to continue on this path to a new, healthier me and hitting my goal of losing 100 pounds this year, I also have to remember it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And taking time for myself is extremely important. And also listening to my body more. Not everything needs to be planned out, and it's okay to sit down and relax and have no set agenda and just go with the flow. There will always be stressful days and, days that I have to push through, but I think it'll make it easier knowing that I have these built-in reset days. And I'm gonna just wrap up this video here, and it's just maybe a little bit tad different than most of my content I've put out so far, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And, let me know in the comments if you've taken any reset days during your weight loss journey, and how often, and what do you like to do during your resets? I'm starting to think about, the next one that I have planned for next month and figuring out just what I want to do on that reset weekend. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.